So a Canadian prison inmate pleading guilty to conspiracy to smuggle fentanyl into the United States. Jason Joey Berry was charged with distributing fentanyl from Canada and China into the United States, resulting in 15 overdoses. 4 of those were fatal. He faces a minimum of sentence of life in prison, Here reaction, Derek Maltz, former director of the DEA Special Operations Division. Agent, thank you so much for joining the program. I think this is the right direction to go. We have to go after these people that are leading the charge when it comes to distributing these drugs across the country.
LJ, good morning. Thank you for having me. So first of all, this is one of the most outstanding investigations that we've ever seen in this country on Chinese chemical brokers flooding our streets in this country, killing our kids. Unfortunately, 18-year-old died in North Dakota, and the parents got the call at 3 in the morning. That's the same call that hundreds of parents are getting every day in America because the Mexican cartels are now aligned with the Chinese criminals. In this particular case, though, I do want to say I applaud the leadership of the prosecutor, United States Attorney Chris Myers, and all the law enforcement, Homeland Security Investigation, CBP, DEA, Postal Inspection, state and locals. They all worked together. They worked with Canada, with the RCMPs. They coordinated with the State Department. There's a $5 million award for this Chinese national who was indicted in this case. It was part of the first ever indictment announcement by the Department of Justice on Chinese transnational criminals killing American kids, LJ. So this thing is historic, and I applaud the effort of all the law enforcement. We started this Operation Deadly Merchant back in 2014 at my old operation because we started seeing all these deaths around the country. So they did incredible work, identified through the internet purchases, and they wiped out this Northwest American cell. But it was killing people in North Carolina. Yeah. They were killing people around this country. So it was great, great effort, LJ.
Yeah, that joint task force saved a lot of lives. I want to move on to this other story out of Chicago. The Chicago health officials urged Lollapalooza attendees to test their drugs for fentanyl. Now, listen to this statement. This is from the Chicago Department of Public Health. It says, "Attention Chicago and Lollapalooza fans. Fentanyl is a strong opioid that can easily cause overdose. Test your drugs before you use them. Carry Narcan and don't use alone. Call 911 if you suspect someone is overdosing. Get fentanyl, test strips, and Narcan by emailing." Listen, I understand we are in a big crisis, and I always urge these young people, don't experiment. But do you think this is taking this a step too far?
Oh, LJ, this is totally terrible messaging to the kids. How about telling them that fentanyl is going to cause immediate death, do not use, because now it's very misleading. But that's the problem, a lot of misleading messaging. Right now, fentanyl, yes, it's a very strong opioid, but it's killing Americans like we've never seen in the history of the country. So the Department of Health is irresponsible if they're putting out this mixed message, because now there will be kids that will buy fentanyl strips, they'll buy Narcan and think it's okay to use this poisonous substance that's coming from these labs in Mexico and in China. So we really have to get the messaging. But Lawrence, where the hell is our Washington messaging?
Right.
Where are the public service announcements? That's the bigger problem. Where's the Department of Education? Totally silent because of the issues with the politics of China and the Mexican southwest border, which is wide open, and we have an invasion in this country, and no one wants to talk about it.
Yeah, when you have the DEA saying that over 40% of the drugs that are out there is laced with fentanyl, you would think there would be some type of national movement straight from the commander-in-chief on this issue. I guess not. Anyway, Special Agent, thank you so much for your service.